Morning ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the day of the video. Darren, how's it going today? Today we are getting ready to go to work. I'm just throwing my bag together. What's going on today ladies and gentlemen? Some pretty crazy dreams last night, and I think I kept waking up in the middle of the night because of them. I can't really remember them now, but I remember waking up a couple of times and being like uncomfortable. So I didn't sleep particularly well, but I did actually go to bed. I went to bed at 20 past 12 last night instead of 1 o'clock, which is good. I'm still going through BBC weather. I'm still going through like bits of notes and stuff, like in every second of spare time I've got. I'm like the busiest person alive. I'm not stopping basically. I haven't stopped since yesterday. But yeah, so I'm just preparing my bag to go to work now. I'm not sure what we're doing at work today because God knows what we've been doing for the past couple of days. It's just kind of been like this tiny little bit, come along, do this. Like all of the work I'm doing are still in the old project. We're supposed to be into a new project now, so no idea. No one's really delegating work out, which isn't great. But yeah, so work is going to be whatever. Work's work. But then tonight even, we've got a lot to do. I've got a huge to-do list of things to do. I slacked yesterday. I shouldn't have really spent so much time doing this. I'm going to take a spare camera battery with me, even though I'm probably not even going to use you after this. But yeah, so moral of the story, not so great at sleep, and also super busy. And this is the first time I've seen my windows steam up in a long time. I like that, that's nice. It means it's cooler. Let's get dinner out as well. I've got a curry for dinner tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Is that exciting? Where are you, Mr. Curry? Are you a chili? Are you a chili or a curry? If I've got 3 curries, I need 2 curries left. So that I do, lad. That I do. I'm trying to plan meals ahead for Monday when it's me and Laura. I need 2. It's going to be weird doing batch things, but for 2 people instead of 1. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, to be honest. Laura doesn't really like batch cooking. She prefers just normal cooking. But we'll see how that goes. I've got my key card to get into work. I'm trying to do it with one-handed, it's not happening for me. You know what is really annoying, actually, about this camera? Can hear my next door neighbour going, so it's my turn to go in a minute. What's really annoying is, let me show you, this thing here. You see, this thing? This puts itself directly on the record button all the time. I'm thinking of taking it off. Because I very rarely, well, I do put it on though. Sometimes when I walk, I'll put it on and I don't want to put you away. I'll put you on like that and then just like have you around my wrist and just walk that. But it's really annoying because it does get in the way. I might take it off. But anyway. To work. I normally start turning my computer off like 5 minutes before I actually want to go. The one day I don't do that, it wants to update with 25 updates. For fuck's sake. God. I've learned, it hasn't done this for a while, but I've learned to get around this by just turning it off early. Well, at least, to be fair, like, I get to work too early anyway. So, let's wait for this and turn it off at the plug. Like a good boy, save the environment, save my electricity bill. That's all I'm bothered about, fuck the environment. And I'm back home, ladies and gentlemen. I actually had quite a good day today. To be honest with you, everyone was in a cheerier mood, they were, as they were going on about their lives. The majority of the people as well were just in a meeting for the majority of the day. So we were just like on our own, essentially. There was a meeting that we weren't really invited to. So we're just like, fine. And then I worked on my project and stuff. I've been working on it at the moment, and today I got in... Was it today that I did that? Today I got in a better way of populating all of my like threaded solutions essentially, and it takes to make 25 test solutions in the cloned area, so that you can do like test 25 things at once basically. It would take 27 seconds to run that at work on their computers with like, it's a dev box with like 32 gig of RAM and I'm on a RAM disk and stuff. It takes about 27 seconds. I thought that's way too slow, because like it's entirely possible that if you weren't running on this on a RAM disk and you wanted to put it on a hard drive, it would be like entirely possible that takes a lot longer, and you may want 100 things going off at once if you run it on a powerful machine. It's taking way too long. So I decided to thread it. And this is the first time I've ever done multi-threading in C#, and I saved from 27 seconds, it cut down to 7 seconds, which is awesome. So I was watching for that. I then got a bit of a high, and I'm like, oh, let's wonder if I thread that, or what if I thread that? And then it just turned out that the more, like, I just added one in, and it took it up from 7 to 9 seconds, etc. But I was actually intrigued to see, like, how much, see if my computer's any quicker. Because while I'm writing all of the files, oh dear, just attempted to get latest. Unable to perform the get operation because you have a conflicting, oh no, merge changes in the merge tool. Yes, oh man. I've got latest version, accepting merges and stuff. So yeah, to spawn 25 at work on a dev box, on a RAM disk, it took 7 seconds. We're going to see how long it takes on my machine. My machine's faster, but I'm not on a RAM disk. But in theory, my threading should mean that it wouldn't really matter that much. So we're going to see how much quicker or slower I am here. Like, build time here is so much faster than I can't find. Oh, I haven't run it in the. I've got to do debug. Change it to Atlas. Now rerun it. Damn it! I'm changing what machine I'm running it on, because otherwise it has no idea. It's like, but I can't find this file, lol. Yeah, like, my machine is quicker, but it's not on as fast. We're going to see the difference between basically the RAM disk and a hard drive now. My machine takes like less time to build it and stuff, and it, God blimey, 11 seconds. So yeah, hard drives, eh? I wonder if I had to set up a RAM disk. It's not worth. I've only got 16 gig of RAM. Saying that though, I don't have as much on a RAM disk here than I do at work. Like, 'cause at work we have like huge, like, I think I've got like 10 gig RAM disk at work. Here I've got 16 gig. But yeah, my processor's faster. We've got really crap computers. They've put Xeon processors in them because they sounded cool, basically. They're like, oh, Xeon, that sounds cool. Let's put that on. But no, Xeon, they're server processors in a def. It makes no sense. We need i7s. Oh man, or i5s arguably, but i7s would be better because we need more tank stuff than speed. We need more tanky than speedy for our things anyway, for our stuff at work. But yeah, otherwise it's been a relatively decent day. Been playing around with that. I'm gonna have to look into. I might look into set up a RAM disk. Like, the amount of RAM I run. The problem is with a RAM disk is if I then start doing stuff like video editing while I'm doing this testing stuff, which happens quite regularly. It goes bang. Is it really that much of a pain having to wait for these tests? No. And I don't even have to run it every time either. I can just... Yeah, I'll be fine. I don't need a RAM disk. If I had more RAM, I would. 16 gig. I'll monitor how much RAM I use. And if I've got like a spare 5 gig or whatever, I'll use a RAM disk. I'll set up one. But anyway, yeah, like I say, it's been a relatively decent day. Good lunch, good... the boys have been alright today. Been looking at like deals on Amazon and stuff because it's Amazon's Prime Day. I hovered over some Bang & Olufsen headphones, but they're not wireless. I kind of want wireless for my next headphones because my headphones are all broken. Because I'm a fool. So that's not good. But yeah, otherwise I'm back home and I have a relatively busy. I say relatively busy. I am rammed. I'm so busy. It's unreal tonight. So what have I got to do? I am cleaning my flat as much as possible. I don't really think I've got a lot to do on that, to be honest with you. Maybe clean the bathroom a bit later. Got to write my notice still. Should really do that. Or do it tomorrow, where I can print it at work, possibly. I've got to organise my OneNote stuff. Clean bathrooms on here twice then by the looks of it. I've got to start packing my bags. I've got to service my car. That's not on here. I've got to... What else am I doing? There are other things that I've forgotten. I've got to service my car. Can't remember now. Help, like, pack stuff. I don't know. Can't remember. Help me. I'll remember later. Lol. Right then. So I'm not going to start cooking yet because I am actually quite hungry. But I think if I eat later, then I'm less likely to snack later. So I'm going to wait a bit, and I'm going to tick off a couple of things on my to-do list. Right, dinner out the way. I've checked my car. Car's all good. Oil's fine. Water, I topped up its radiator, but it had loads in it. It was like half full, so I just maxed it. I filled up my windscreen wiper washer stuff as well. It's actually that hand. if you're interested. I've just come back in and I am about to settle down to... I say settle down, I'm not settling down to jack. What am I doing? So I, oh gosh. Clean the flat, write notice, organise, note, clean up notice. I'll do that in the morning. Otherwise though, it's just cleaning up tasks. Happy days. Anyway, I've just read a news article here. Say a news article. It's by The Verge. I actually kind of respect The Verge. The Verge are pretty good at like, kind of, they're okay for some things. For consumer-based stuff. Although I disagree with their opinions on quite a few things in that world. But opinions are opinions for a reason. But they've just released a thing here saying that Microsoft's latest final build for Windows 10 is 10,240. Yeah? To which they've said, back in the day, before we even used to use floppy disks, the kilo prefix used to mean 1024 in the computer industry. Yeah, it did. Way before floppy disks. And then it says, so 1024 kilobytes would be 1 megabyte. These days, the industry refers to 1000 kilobytes as a megabyte. Newsflash, The Verge, no they don't. What are you talking about? It's like the car industry referring to miles as a fucking 1000 meters. No, it's not. It's completely different. It's not anywhere near, well no, it is, it's 1024, but it's not, nowhere is it referred to by 1000. If you think it is referred to as 1000, then you're flat out wrong. Because it's not. Because nowhere, deep down they go, oh shit, people seem to think that kilo is 1000, so let's join the metric people and forget about all these bits that we need, because that's how fucking computers work. God. It's a pet peeve of mine, people who think that kilo means 1000, or mega is 1000, da-da-da. Really is. And like, The Verge in particular are really bad at stuff like, I watched their coverage of the Build event, the Build Developer Conference, and they were complaining about how much code there was. Idiots. It's just a consumer electronics site, news site. They don't know what they're talking about when it comes to anything like Devi. They try to pretend they do, but they don't. But yeah, I thought I'd comment on that, because a kilo is definitely... Oh dear. A kilo in kilobytes. The problem is, yeah... Oh jeez. Can leave them to it. I've just got to clean stuff though. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I feel like the majority of this should be put off till... the thing is I want to do some development work, because I'm playing around with like the arguments for the command line version of the code. So like this, I'm planning on having several implementations, the first of which is going to be command line. You can just run it from the command line, happy days. Like the next might be a GUI, or like a web service thing that can live within inside Team Foundation server. But I'm trying to figure out like how to phrase the arguments and stuff. And that's been a bit problematic to me, because I'm like, well, I'm trying to use a plugin, like a NuGet package, to do it for me, and it seems quite limited in the sense that I want to force you to put in at least one of 3 things. I can force you to put one in, but then like otherwise if I don't I essentially want to force you to say like -F or -T or -G based on which source you want to pull out your source code from. And the plugin I've got, by the looks of it, doesn't seem to let me force like one of those 3. I'm gonna have to do that with code basically behind the scenes. Well no, even then it doesn't. I'm just gonna have to like describe the fact that it's forced. Also doesn't seem to be able to let me just go like, look, you can only enter one of these 3 as well, you can't enter more than one. It looks like I might have to do that with code as well, which is a bit of a ball ache. It's not ball ache, but it's not as good as I want it to be. It's not exactly how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a bit more like, well, I could like build into it help information and all that kind of crap. But I prefer to use like automated ways of doing the help, if possible, so that you can just use like generic tools to figure out what the help is, instead of like having to know it ahead of time or reading a readme thing, which is not good. So yeah, I'm trying to deal with that, and I kind of want to solve that problem here and now. I also want to write that stuff, but I know there's things I need to do, like pack and things like that. And I know I'm just going to leave all of it to the last minute tomorrow, because that's the way I roll. We save and shave till Friday. I think that makes sense, because otherwise, yeah, we're just going to be a scruffy git until then. Because otherwise it's not going to be, I need to shave on Friday night. We need to clean. Let's clean the kitchen, and then clean the bathroom. How much cleaning does the bathroom need? See, I think it's fine. I live here though, that's why I think it's fine. That's the problem. It's probably dusty. To clean the mirror, that needs to be cleaned. Right, now I've spotted something that needs cleaning. I'm going to go on an endless rampage of cleaning. Trapped, boys. Help. I'm reorganising my desk. Look how bright that is. I'm reorganising my desk. My router's been moved to the floor. My Raspberry Pis have been retired back into their boxes. They've been off for ages. I'm currently doing a backup of my computer before Laura comes and fucks everything up. But seriously, Windows 10 is coming soon, and I thought it best to get a backup and stuff. I haven't done a proper system-wide backup in a long time, so I'm rebooting that now, literally as I speak. Got an Ethernet cable for uploads while I'm in Nottingham. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, remind me when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to set the daily vlogs to 720p. I'm also, because I'm going to be editing on my laptop, because I'm going back to Nottingham, so I'm not going to have Atlas with me, editing on my laptop, these video files might be an absolute killer, so I may fall behind on daily vlogs. I'm going to try my hardest not to. I'm going to drop down the quality and all that kind of crap to get around it. I may even drop after, if it's the first one so hard, I may drop down to even lower if I can. I'm not even sure if I can. God, I actually can. But yeah, I could even drop even lower, because I think the files you produce are a bit of a bastard for my laptop to deal with, so it's possible I could fall behind, which isn't good. No one wants me to fall behind. I don't want to fall behind. You don't want me to fall behind. No one here is falling behind, okay? But yeah, I need to talk to Laura, because I need to figure out if she's bringing mugs down, and if she is, I need to know within the next 5 minutes. Look at that. Look at how much more space there is there. Look, I can push this right back, and oh god. I think I need to reconsider my wiring down here, potentially, but a bit late in the night to do that, I think. But it's only because I've got two things permanently on. What are the two things? What are you that's on all the time? But router's one of them. There's one other plug down there. If I was me, what would I pick? Because that's how I decide whether I'm right or not. Is it the lamp? It's probably the lamp. If it's not the lamp, it should be the lamp. What else is permanently on? Okay, I did it right. I've only got a limited number of plugs, so it's like either all off. I can only have, like, two things essentially have to be on all the time. And those two things are my internet and my thingy. Anyway, look, remember me saying this morning how I basically got RSI or whatever, because I'm really uncomfortable here. And I thought it was because that I had, like, I sit in the centre here, where the, you know? So you kind of naturally go like that, and then you're like, your body's like kind of half twisted. But it's like that at work. The reason I put it like this was A, because of the block of wood that it's on. It's quite difficult to get that at an angle, so you can only have like one in front of you, then one to the side. But two, because work got me used to it, and I'm like, why is it comfortable at work? And then I realised that the desks at work are friggin' huge, and you've got like all this space. So now I can essentially veg out here, look, and I can just go, like, that's how I sit at work. That's the dream, right there. You can't get uncomfortable like that. Arguably as well, I probably use the mouse less at work too. But, so now I'm living the goddamn dream, because I've got all this space. Like, the monitors were, like, set up, and it's all of it's because I was able to move the router down there. The monitors were in front of the speakers, so they'd be here, and then this wood was closer, and it just all felt a lot more cramped. And I've got all this space, so I can essentially sit far back and command from back here. Or, if I want to, I can get in underneath the desk, although I do need to put that down because I'm... There we go. I can get in under the desk and I'm still quite a distance away, look. God, this is good. Don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Genius. So, there's that. Otherwise though, I have still got... It is looking too clean at the moment because all my notes and stuff are on my bed. Yeah, daily vlogs, I might fall behind. That's the moral of what I was talking about before I started talking about that, wasn't it? I've also put away as much stuff over there as possible. I've burnt down now to only my favourite mugs. So I've got my big mug and my thingy mug so that Laura can bring her mug. So I've got my work mug, just for fun. I don't think Laura's seen that, which is probably the only reason it's still down. But also, like, if you want to use, like, that's the shit mug that you can use if you don't want to use anything else. Put that down there, that's fine. But yeah, so I've been pottering about, really, cleaning stuff. This mic stand's about to go down. But yeah, happy days. Oh, grief alive. So, people are looking at me. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's nearly 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get going. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll render you out, upload you and all that, and I'm going to remember to change you to 720p so that my computer can handle it better. And yeah, I'm going to, I think I've finished. I didn't pack my bag, but I'll be alright. There's like, I need a shirt, jeans, polo shirt. Another polo shirt, and then one more t-shirt. That's it, that's all I need. Cool. So I don't need any clothes particularly. Toiletries, well, yeah, I'll probably get it all into my little handbag. In my little handbag. Fred Perry bag. I don't need to piss about. Well, I've got shoes though. Shoes are a bastard. I've got a car, so just throw them in the car. Happy days, mate. Happy birthday. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm well excited. My backups are off running. Laura's present is a little bit better off than it was a minute ago. And I'm actually going to wrap that as well, because otherwise I'm not going to have time to wrap it, am I? I'm going to wrap that too. God, I am a Mr. Productive today. Thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow we're back at work. We may have a couple of live testing things to deal with, but otherwise we will be working on my own projects. They were in meetings all day today, so I can't expect meetings tomorrow. It's Lewis's, Louis 2's last day. So, yeah, that's weird. But it's also Friday for us as well, so we're going to pub for lunch. However, I'm not buying anything because I'm a tight bastard and I need to save my dollars. So, yeah, we're doing good, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will catch you later.